Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today's going to be a special manga review on my first impressions on Sousei no Onmyouji. Now, this was recommended to me by a lot of people in our fellow Chibi community. A couple of people did, and they told me that it was from the same writer mangaka that did Binbougami. So if anyone knows Binbougami, I'm going to tell you right now, throw that entire nonsense of just thinking this is going to be a comedy out the window. Because Sousei no Onmyouji is definitely darker. A lot darker. Now, the first chapter is 72 pages. I want to let you know right now, if you're interested into dark tone series, good backstory, it looks like some Shonen type fighting, I guess this is a series for you. There will be spoilers in this review, so I'm letting you know if you do not want to be spoiled, I recommend in this video now, so I want to continue on. Now, really, this first chapter was really good. It really did what every chapter should do in its first chapter, demonstrate the atmosphere, the emotions, and different characters that will be playing a major role later on in the manga series. Now, we have our two characters. We have a main female character and a main male character. We have Rokuro, he's our main male character, and we have our main female character called Adashino. Now, I like both of these characters. Now, the female character seems very cliche, like the standard female character. At first, she seems to be very silent, and her face expressions in this chapter are so fucking hilarious. I want to tell you right now, the way she acts, the way she gets all mad at our main character Rokuro was just so freaking funny. But really, that's not what this chapter focused on. It mainly was setting up the atmosphere and the world of this series. And I feel like this is what it tried to do really well. It did a good job of making me want to continue reading this series with this first chapter. Now, if I'm correct, there's only 5 chapters out on this series, so I don't know how many are out, how many are translated. I don't know if this is a monthly or weekly type manga release, but I'm just letting you know right now, so far, I do like it. So let's continue on with the review. Now, let's talk about the dark tones for a second, okay? So we find out a little bit of backstory that concretes the setting of our main male character, Rokuro. We find out that he was a cadet in this exorcism type school, and all of his classmates got brutally slaughtered in front of him by these creatures called impurities. These impurities are born from sins and different things that humans have done in their lifetime, and they are born. And so we see in a panel in this chapter where you see one of Rokuro's friends just being held up by an impurity. It looks like just, oh my god, it's really just gut-crunching because the way it looks. The artist really did a good damn job at expressing the atmosphere with these characters. I love that dark setting they managed to put in it, and we get to see a little bit of something right at the beginning of this chapter where Rokuro has lost an arm. He's lost an arm, it looks like he's armless. But we see at the end of this chapter that he pulls out like a strange power, something like you would see from a Shonen, and you see like a demonic arm pop up that looks like the impurity arm, the same arm that killed one of his friends when he was younger. So, I'm going to take a quick guess and say most like our main male character has some form of, I guess, sin inside him, like an impurity is embedded inside of his body or something. Most likely that is what's going to go on. But I like it so far, I really do. Some things are very cliche about this, but at the same time, I feel like it works. I like a darker type story, I really do. And really, what I can see from so far from this series, the type of genres, it definitely is supernatural, since I mentioned exorcisms, impurities, that's what the enemy creatures are so far. The plot-wise seems to be where our main male character wants to become an exorcist, the best exorcist of all time, and completely destroy all impurities in the world. And there's this other world that's called Nagano, and that's where all the impurities come from. So a lot of interesting settings, a lot of build-up, and a lot of things that make you question, do I want to continue watching the series? I think you should. Now, I like it, I like the art style, and, you know, would I watch an anime of this? Oh, hell yeah, I like the way the actual demonstration of this chapter was. It would definitely look badass in anime form, but that probably won't happen for a very long time. But I do like it. I do like it, and this was a good chapter. I don't know if I'll continue reading or not, because right now there's only 5 chapters out, and I don't know how many chapters will come out, you know, every so often. So I'll catch up, and I'll see if it's interesting enough for me to kind of review constantly. But everybody, tell me your thoughts on this chapter. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you like this review? Let me know in the comments below, and do you feel like this is a completely different tone and different aspect from the same creator that wrote Binbougami? Everybody, I love you so much. Please be safe, and Chibi out.